What's good, everybody? Today we are back with another unboxing, bro. These were extremely hard to get. If you don't know, you should know by at least this symbol right here, that Kobe, man. These are the Kobe Dodgers, bro. These were extremely hard to get. Now, originally they were supposed to be released a minute ago. We had the little early release with Undefeated. Obviously, I didn't win. But let's get into this right here so you guys can see what they hitting for, and I'm gonna tell y'all about how limited they were, how people feeling about them, and the prices on them, bro. Because I do think the prices on them and just how everything is going right now, I think is really bad. But it might be good for some people. So it's the same box. It's the same box. Mamba skin. We got the Kobe signature. Kobe hole pause. That was crazy. Now, actually, again, I didn't even get my size. Y'all know I be getting the big sizes. My mom actually hit on for the sneaker pass in our city. So our city did get them. She got an 8.5. So yeah, and the colorway is Game Royal / white, 8.5. Color code is CW2190-400. You can type that into your search engine if you want to pay resale for it, because these are not going to be available nowhere. These are going to be, this is one of those Kobe's that, I mean, I'm not surprised that they didn't sit, but we've had a lot of Kobe's in recent times. For example, the Wuttas and literally every other Kobe past them sit for at least like a day or so, right? So these sold out instantly. We got the Kobe Mamba logo paper, regular paper, and then boom, here we got it. It feels weird to even have a Kobe this small in my hand because I usually get a 13 minimum, you know what I mean? So here we go. But I might be doing a trade. Somebody wants me to get them the Ferrari 14s that's about to come out, and he said he'll do me a 1-of-1 trade for these. He's gonna give me these in a 12.5 for a 12 in the Ferrari. So let me know if that's a W trade. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's go adjust that right there. Boom. So here we got the Kobe Dodgers, man. These are not bad whatsoever. You can see here we got an extra set of white laces. They do come with the just regular blue laces. Then we got the Mamba scaling all throughout. Obviously, all blue right here represent the LA Dodgers. Then we got the white on the Nike swoosh. Cool little detail right here. We got like, I ain't no baseball fan, so correct me if I'm wrong, but this the little like markings either like on the ball, on the glove, right? So I think that is pretty cool. Then we got 8 right here. They got 8 on both of them, so we don't have a 24 on them. So we do have 8 on both the left and the right. Yeah, it's a solid shoe, bro. It's a solid shoe. Now look, these were extremely hard to get. These were at your boutique shops. These was at some of your Foot Lockers. Now, I put in a lot of points on the Foot Locker app. I think I did 3 different accounts, and I did anywhere between 15 to 30 head starts. Didn't even get waitlisted. Now, I will say I did only put a 14, but even then, I usually still hit on a 14. You feel what I'm saying? So these are extremely limited. I didn't go to my store. I could have went actually today that I'm recording for leftovers at the same place that they have the sneaker pass for. I really didn't want to. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to stand in line. And the reason is because the price is extremely low. The bigger sizes, which are the ones that usually go for the most when it comes to Kobe, because obviously it's a basketball shoe, they're only going for around $280. And that's like on the low-key the high-end side. You dig what I'm saying? And this should easily be a $350 to $400 shoe. Now, the reason why I say that the pricing is like that is because Nike is making their shoes so limited, but no one really cares about the shoe. So when you have those two things kind of clashing against each other, it comes to a point where if the shoe is so hard to get, logically, demand is high, supply is low, so that means the price is going to rise, right? Well, in this instance, the price is staying low. It's being stagnant. It's being at a low price. So it just tells people like, bro, what is literally the point of me trying? I would rather just wait a couple of days or, a couple of weeks after the release and just get them for what, $20, $30 over retail? Sure. I'd rather pay $30 over retail versus spending all my FLX points, spending all my time doing these raffles, going store to store, putting in tickets in, just for me not to even get a call back, not even get a wait list or anything. So, and I have said this in previous videos, I do think the Kobe hype is dying. This is a solid colorway. I know these were teased, I think, a couple of years ago, and everybody was going crazy. But I do think that we're just getting a bunch of Kobe's. We're getting a lot of shoes in general, and they're making it so hard to get. They're making these shoes so hard to get. Now, obviously, they did this because they wanted more hype around their shoes. They wanted to look like their products are selling out like they used to back in the day. But the thing is, back in the day, when reselling was like at its peak, you still had a fair chance of getting some of these shoes. It was just that there was a lot of players in the game. Now, it's not even a lot of players in the game. It's just literally Nike not producing enough. So because it's not a lot of players, a lot of people aren't really caring, and you're making it virtually impossible to get these. It's just a bad formula. But I will say this is a very good thing for people who just, they rather pay just the $30 on top, $40 on top, and just get it a couple of weeks later. Because this is a good shoe. Now, I will say the quality on it, I don't know. I got this directly from Nike. Like, look at this swoosh. I don't know. Like, that don't look solid to me. You can see right here, that don't all look solid to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. Even on this one. This one is a little bit better. Let me look at the other one. Yeah, ooh, especially this one. Y'all see what I mean on this white swoosh right here? It's just not pristine, bruh. It's not crisp. So not only are y'all making this extremely hard, then y'all not giving us good quality shoes. I'm telling you, bro, Nike, you're ruining good products. You are literally ruining good products. And we can see it with other shoes, right? We see it with the Asia Wilsons. They made those extremely hard to get, and they're literally going for retail after the market. What's the point? What is the point? You literally have women, and only, I wouldn't say only women, but majority of only women are getting the Asias. It's a woman's shoe. It's a woman basketball shoe. They want to, support Asia. When I went in line to stand for the first release, it was just only women, for the 90% women, right? Why are y'all making it limited for them? It just doesn't make sense. And so now that we're ruining very good product like a LA Dodgers Kobe, bro, like I said, bro, this got teased a couple of years ago and everybody was losing their mind for it and saying that they would pay ridiculous amount of monies. And now we're just at a point where it's like, it's just another Kobe drop. It is what it is, and we're going to keep it moving. But me personally, I do like this shoe. It looks like a custom shoe, in my opinion. It looks really cool. I do think that the quality could be a little bit better. But this Kobe, this model specifically, this is a lot of what like the NBA players, they like performance-wise. So having a good performance shoe with a decent colorway, I think is pretty cool. And if you're in the market for trying to buy these or get a Kobe's, I mean, look, I would use this to my advantage, bro. I told my brother, I said, if my plug's not hitting me and I'm not getting them on sneakers, it is what it is. I'm moving on to the next. But what I am going to do is I'm going to save a lot of money all the way until January, because I'm going to put y'all on game right now. Wait till January. Wait till January, because that's when everybody is going to try and offload their stuff for hella cheap, because Christmas already passed. January is always the driest month of like shoes in general. Nike, Jordan, all the other brands, they never really drop anything in January. Everybody is trying to get rid of all the extra inventory that they have left over for Christmas. And so prices are going to be at an all-time low, and it gives you a lot of room to negotiate. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going ahead from this point on to January. I'm going to stack a lot of cash, go to a couple events, go to a couple sneaker stores, negotiate, and buy all the stuff that I didn't buy. And it's stuff like this where they're not retaining their value. These Kobe's aren't going to retain their values. You can even look at all the other Kobe's. This Kobe, the Kobe's, What was another Kobe before that? The All-Star Kobe's. The All-Star Kobe's was supposed to be overly limited. Those were supposed to be the hardest Kobe's that we've seen in a minute. And they were easily doing $350 on that release date. Now they're like $30, $40 above retail. So just wait on a lot of these shoes, especially these basketball shoes. They're not as hype as what they used to be. So just do that. And with that being said, fall out, man. Peace.